Hi friends, I'm Dave Barklow, pastor at Fort Walton Beach First United Methodist. Welcome to the Pastor's Study, our daily devotional to help us focus our mind on the things of God. We are walking through the Gospel of Mark together, and today we are looking at Mark chapter 12, verses 35 through 37. While Jesus was teaching in the temple, he said, "How can the scribes say of the Messiah is the son of David? David himself, by the Holy Spirit, declared, 'The Lord said to my Lord, sit at my right hand until I put your enemies under your feet.' David himself calls the Lord, so how can he be his son?" And the large crowd was listening to him with delight. This is an interesting question. Jesus is bringing up about who is the Messiah, really. Whose son is the Messiah? And of course, while we know that Jesus is a descendant from the line of David, we know that he is actually the co-eternal Son of God, the second person of the Trinity. But the piece of this verse that just floors me, that just grabs my attention, is that very last line. And the large crowd listening to him with delight. The idea of people hearing Jesus' words, of thinking about what Jesus is saying, about who is the Messiah, what does the Messiah mean? And they're listening to his teaching. They're listening to his interactions with other people with delight. Too often we think that hearing Jesus' words is something that's scary. He might tell us to do something. He might tell us he's wrong. He might convict us of sin. And, honestly, all that is perfectly true. But yet when people were around Jesus, when people heard his words, when they sat for his teaching, the overarching thing that happens is they are delighted. They hear it and they say, this teaching has meaning, this teaching has depth, this teaching, the word is often used as, has authority. They heard Jesus' words. They heard the authority. They heard the truth, and they were delighted by his presence. Now, agreed, our world is not always delighted with truth. But yet there's something about the way Jesus treated people, even in telling them hard, difficult truths, that they knew they were loved, that they knew that he delighted in them, and so they could delight in him as well. Is that the picture of Jesus that we're painting? Is that the picture of Jesus that your life paints? Is that who you see Jesus as? That he delights in you, and because he loves you, you can delight in him, and you can tell the good news of a God who came to earth as a human being, as the Messiah to save us, that we can delight in him and he delights in us. Remember, friends, I love you. Take care of yourselves and shine the light of Christ.